What up, guys? This is Jesse and Jerry with the Play On podcast. This is episode 107, and Jesse, we've seen better days. We waited to record until after the whole first leg happened so we could record our reactions, and I can tell you right now, it's not what we hoped. Oh man. Um, so yeah, I don't know. And also like the connotations of the whole of Real Madrid losing against Bayern Munich had huge consequences for La Liga because they would have gotten a fifth spot. Now they're only remaining with four. England gets that fifth spot, and Jesse has a conspiracy about that.
Of course, they obviously don't want anyone else but England to have that since they're the biggest market and all the revenue is pushed towards there. And as we've seen from all the platforms, even look at the Champions League show, it's really pushed towards the Premier League.
The
Look at the
Premier League
panel.
heavy.
Yeah, look at the panelists. It's Premier League heavy. It's very English heavy. Even most of the time they spent mostly talking about the Premier League sides, and even sometimes they talk about the Premier League when it's a Champions League show. So we can clearly tell what their agenda is and what they're trying to push forward. And it's really disgusting if you ask me, because the only remaining English team is Arsenal, and this is the product that they're selling. This disgusting, hard to watch football that if you watch, you feel like you just wasted an hour of your life. And it's really,
2 hours.
that's, yeah, 2 hours. I don't know how people last 2 hours, but like, yeah, it's the worst brand of football in the world. It's, yeah, and it's still getting pushed upon us, and it's awful, really.
Yeah, you could clearly see the English product is not what it used to be. Um, I think those English teams have been struggling, especially in the Champions League. We'll get into it, but um, like what is it? Liverpool got dominated by PSG, where PSG could have scored easily 5 goals, but they did it. Liverpool didn't really do much, honestly. Their defense was in shambles, like we've said. Um, and then yeah, Arsenal just they won, which is good that they won, like, especially against Sporting. Sporting and Portuguese teams playing at home is a difficult situation, but the way they won, it's like
It was a horrible
it
watch.
was a horrible game to watch. I briefly saw the end of it because I didn't want to watch it because I knew what to expect.
Yes, Sporting were early on the better side. They're doing chances. The only chances Arsenal really do is like, as we know, is just set pieces, and that's how they got their last minute winner. Because I think they scored like in the 90th minute something.
Yeah, it was Martinelli doing the shimmy for like a minute, and then he dragged out the center back and the defense. Well, the center back that got dragged out, he shouldn't have never been dragged out because the left back couldn't cover Kai Havertz, and it just left a clear opening. And Havertz scored a good goal. I'm not gonna lie, what he did, but again, it's the way that they're playing, dude. It's not worth your time. Like I have seen Arsenal games this season. I haven't enjoyed any of them. I find myself scrolling more on social media when the game is on, rather than focusing on the game.
Yeah, it's just, it's
It's a
like I've
bad
said,
product. It's a
it's
bad
just a bad
product.
product.
It's a bad
And
product.
and if you look at it, it's a last year's Premier League champion completely levels below the current champions of the rest of Europe because it looked like it was a League One side versus a League Two side. The way PSG was manhandling Liverpool,
Hmm.
it didn't even look like they deserved to be on the same field, really.
Yeah, and it's very bold of Liverpool to play the way they did. They were playing like pretty
Yeah,
much man to man.
yeah, but Arne Slot, it was funny because I think they mentioned this on the show. They were like saying, yeah, it's he could feel the desperation from him because he completely switched up the entire system that he's never played before
Mm-mm.
and did it against PSG
Out of
and
all teams.
of all teams, like test out a brand new system because it was like a five in the back because Frimpong and then Konate, Van Dijk, and then Joe Gomez and Kirkes. And it did not look well. Van Dijk looked like he was lost. He was up in the mid. Yeah, they're playing man to man, but then he'd like go up into midfield. No one would cover for him. He'd be going covering for like the left side center back. He just looked like he was trying to run all over the field, trying to put out fires, but there was
And
too
on
many
top of
fires.
that, trying to play Joe Gomez as a left back when you have to defend either Kvaratskhelia, Doué, or Dembele, that's
And what
probably the worst decision ever.
And the way that they rotate,
Yeah.
they rotate continuously in that front three. Like ne everyone could play right wing, left wing, striker, so they don't care where they're at.
Mm-mm. And yeah, this is probably Van Dijk's worst game of all time. Um, but it's just the way he set up the lineup. I don't know. Either way, again, that Liverpool defense is not good. They're getting exploited how they should be, you know. I'm surprised more Premier League teams don't take advantage of that. But with that fifth spot now being to the belonging to the Premier League, Liverpool actually, if the season would end right now, would get that spot. But hey, man, just shell out another 500 million, but on defense this time. But on another note, Salah didn't see a single minute in this game.
Yeah, I'm not surprised his relationship has basically deteriorated with Arne Slot. And I know a lot of people are complaining about it, but like, first of all, he hasn't been good all year,
Mm-mm.
and you expecting a moment from him is surprising. And his relationship, and especially how he's handled like this past year with the coach and like Liverpool, I'm not surprised he's being frozen out. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see what happens with that whole situation. It'll be the second year in a row where Liverpool get eliminated by PSG. So again, nothing new. Anfield, I don't expect them to do anything because they have to get out of the comfort zone, and you're really gonna give space to this Liverpool side again with a really shaky defense. People talk about Barca's shaky defense, but then there's Liverpool's. That's a shaky defense, Jesse. Oh,
No, but
God.
it's funny because you said Anfield, and I
Oh yeah.
remember a bunch of the shows. There was like the pros of this matchup for Liverpool, Anfield.
Come on, man.
That's a funny joke, man. That's a good one.
But yeah, Arsenal won 1-0 in Portugal, then PSG won 2-0
Oh, but
in
you know what? They're
France.
right. Anfield could be an advantage because they're known to be racist there, so they might
Oh my God. Yeah, that's how they get them. Forfeit the match.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, we're gonna get into the meat of this whole podcast, which is our shit clubs. Um, we'll start with yours in chronological, Jesse.
hmm
Bayern Munich were frustrating for me because they were all going for glory and they could have scored a lot more goals. But yeah, they ended up taking the win. Great hate watch. Honestly, it wasn't a great hate watch. That was annoying.
Yeah, it was a complete opposite of the other side because I think at the same time it was Sporting versus Arsenal, so it was a
Mm.
complete opposite of what football should be. It's a very back and forth match between Real Madrid and Bayern, who were both attacking, both going for it. Both defenses probably not the best at moments, but it made for an entertaining watch. Meanwhile, there was literally paint drying on the other channel. But yeah, it was like you said, Byron had a lot of chances. We had chances as well.
A
And
lot.
yeah, and we just couldn't finish them. And then others were just great saves by Noor. He was back for this game and he put a really good performance. He hasn't always looked the best against us, especially what was it, like 2 years ago with the Joselu situation when he like dropped the ball, Joselu scored the goal, and then leading to the comeback. So yeah, it was a good game to watch. It was very frustrating on my end because there was chances created, but they were just Vinny and Mbappe were just lacking that finishing touch. They weren't finishing well, but also their passing was very left a lot to be desired.
Hmm.
Multiple times, Thiago Pitach was making that run, and Mbappe just missed the pass by a lot. Vinny's passing was very lackadaisical. He sometimes would give up the ball and would lead for quick counterattacks from Bayern. And the first goal, he basically gave a hospital pass to Carreras in midfield. Like it was like, what are you doing?
And that was probably Carreras' worst game. It shows that he does like defensive capabilities too, because he was just constantly getting beat by Michael Elise.
I would say it was more of the game plan setup because there were just so much overcompensation to protect Trent, who Trent looked like he actually wanted to defend today or that day, so it was good. But like he was basically isolated against Olise, and then also Bayern were so attacking that their fullbacks were basically up the entire time, and their center backs were the ones in charge of Vinny and Mbappe. So basically, it was a 2v1 for a good amount of the match until finally they had to adjust. So Carreras would be uh, defending Olise, but then there also Stanisic would be also up there, and Carreras would be sometimes left to fend for himself, and because Vinny wasn't dropping back, and then
Not that he even dropping back. That's what's like the frustrating part about like watching Vinny or even Mbappe too, because I think he's in the same one. They don't press. They let the center backs push forward and give a free pass.
yeah, but Mbappe, at least I would say he did drop back because if you saw during certain halves or certain parts of the game, like in the first half, even second half, he would drop back and would basically defend the right side, so the midfield could move around and defend because Guler was supposed to be on the left side, but he was playing more as like a 10 to deliver
Mm,
those passes. So there was really no one there, and then Valverde had to go to the left side to help out defend.
yeah. This is the first time. I don't know how many games, but Valverde's scoring streak kind of stopped. Luckily this time, Bayern stopped them. Um, but again, I don't think Madrid is dead, especially how they played. They had so many chances, which I expected them to have a lot less. But I think that's more on Bayern's part. There was a very imprecise passing. There were,
Both teams, Manuel Neuer gave away the ball a lot too.
yeah, and that's what Real Madrid wants. They want to play ping pong football, and that's what they got. And that's they could have easily won the game too, like snuck a win, like a 3-1. But Neuer, luckily and thankfully, stopped that from happening. But yeah, I don't know. It sounds like it was a frustrating hate watch because of that. Because there were so many things left on the table, like so many imprecise passing that let the Real Madrid attack, and then also the Bayern Munich not scoring their chances either. Like there were sometimes plays where they could have just been one through ball away from scoring another goal, but leaving the Harry Kane in front of goal, and but they were all just going for their moment in the Bernabeu.
Yeah, but I would say the first half Bayern were in control for
Yeah,
most of it, but in the second half Madrid, besides like the first minutes in the beginning of the start, Madrid were in control and they had the more chances.
I think they each team had their moments in both halves. Because even in the first half, Real Madrid was like Bayern Munich had the ball for like the first 15 minutes or 10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
But then there was a huge moment before Real Madrid. They
Yeah.
would have like two chances, and then Bayern Munich get the ball back, and they finished the game off with a couple of chances themselves. So again, football match to watch. If it wasn't Real Madrid, um, I just want to see him lose. That's why.
Yeah, but yeah, but sure, Jonathan Toss should have been sent off, but he wasn't.
Yeah, VAR didn't get involved with that one, but again, Jesse's conspiracy that they don't want Real Madrid to win, so the Premier League
Hey,
can have those spots.
hey, it's true. Look at what happened.
Yeah, it was a surprising tackle. It was a bad tackle, honestly, because it was like above the ankle, pretty much shin area, but in the back of it, like Achilles, I guess, the calf.
Yeah,
It was
basically around the
horrible.
cup. Yeah.
Not even a look at VAR, not even a call that he wanted
Cause,
to happen.
yeah, he just like ripped his ankle or his sock, and then just right there, and you could see like pictures of it. It's just like pretty rough tackle, and not even one look. But okay,
I didn't
sure.
complain,
Of course you didn't. Of course you didn't.
but I did complain the next match though. But
Yeah,
before we get to that one, what do you think the chances are for Real Madrid to go through?
I think it's still good. It's only one goal. It's I think it's gonna be a similar lineup. I think the only difference is I think Pitarchis can be dropped for Jude.
Hmm.
I think that was the correct choice for this match for Pitarchis to start because especially Jude's still coming back from injury. He's lacking match fitness. I say with Jude coming in, they're just focusing more on those goals,
Hmm.
less on like defensive structure because that's what Pitarch has providing. He's been providing legs. He's been just running, helping defend.
Yeah.
But with Jude, I think they're just hoping for more goals, more chances to make up the deficit because they saw how uh defensively shaky Vincent Kompany's team is. How
Hmm.
Bayern, I feel like they remind me sort of Brighton, De Zerbi's Brighton, where they would either goal score you or they would get hammered as well. Like that's how open they leave themselves to be able to play that type of football. Because like I said, both fullbacks are literally all up the entire time, and it's just two center backs defending. So if you could get past that, it's just one on one with the goalie, and if you have good finishing, you could hammer them.
Yeah, I still think I still give the favorite like the odds towards not Real Madrid,
Bayern.
Bayern Munich, just because of the home field advantage. But again, Real Madrid have won in that stadium before. It could still happen. That's why I think it's like a 60-40. But again, the game is still open, especially like I don't think Vincent Kompany is going to stray away from his play style, which is like pretty much high line and try to make precise passes. If they don't do that, then it's chalked and they're just gonna ping the ball up to Vinicius or Mbappe and try to get a goal. And again, I think Real Madrid's still gonna have a decent amount of chances in that game, sadly. I don't want them to have that many because I think they're going all wrong about it, dude. I think to play against Real Madrid, you just need to have the ball control. You can't have them get a free counter at all because that's one of Trent's biggest no Trent's biggest strength is passing. That those long balls. He's just gonna do it and it's gonna eventually work out for him because he's so precise with them. But hopefully it's a good hate watch next Wednesday. I'll
I
tell you
don't
that.
know. I don't know, Jerry. It doesn't look like it. And then we play tomorrow.
Hmm. Oh, you play tomorrow?
Yeah, we play
Oh, so you
tomorrow.
have an extra day of rest then.
Yeah, you guys play Saturday.
One less day of rest. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Now to my side of the pond, Jesse.
Yeah, Barca were heavy favorites. Everyone was saying it's gonna be a easy win for Barca. They're playing at home. They've been undefeated all year. I've heard Barca fans say it was gonna be an easy 4-0, quick demolition. They had just beat them in La Liga too at the Wanda Metropolitano, so they're like, oh, we don't have to worry about that. It's not gonna be a slippery surface, so it's gonna be easy again. And yeah, it was anything but that.
Honestly, Barcelona was playing pretty well. I'm mad that Rashford missed his first big chance. I think that
Yeah,
would have changed the whole game.
can I just say he was had moments, but his finishing was awful. Like his decision making was bad because he just went for power instead of location. He
Yeah, like
side
Henri
foots
said
that,
that too. He
like
side footed it's a goal.
yeah, but he instead he went for power and shot it straight at the goalie.
It's annoying because it's that's not the first time it's happened this season. There's been multiple times like this where he's had the one-on-one with the keeper right in front of goal and he goes for power instead of trying to put it to the side or something. So trust me, it's frustrating. That's my biggest flaw for him. And it's funny too because he scored on the weekend against Atletico Madrid, like just side putting the ball. But hey, man, again, just multiple missed chances. Boom, they get another. And I'm just so flustered, Jesse. It's annoying.
Yeah, because Barca for I want to say the first up until that I think it was like 30 minutes. Barca was in complete control. They were creating chances. You guys had multiple chances to score, really. It was you guys should have, but that's been the problem. Like you guys don't have the players to finish, or like the players you do have, or like your forwards have been, like we said, 1 in 10 chances they've been finishing, and it just felt like just couldn't score for some reason. And it wasn't because of like the goalie or anything like that. You guys were just doing it to yourselves. It was like
Mhm.
self-inflicted. And then they do one long ball to Simeone. He goes
But
through.
before even the long ball that happened, I'm mad that they didn't foul Julian Alvarez because he's the one that carried the ball from like midfield to the right side, and you know exactly what they're gonna do, which is just throw it over the defense. They
Yeah,
did
but
that and they got through, and then again,
Kubarsi.
it's a very smart play by Simeone, his son. He stuck his leg out, and again, very smart. I can't even blame him for that because that got him the red card. But I know there's an argument right now saying that it shouldn't have been a red card because he never had control of the ball. The ball was behind him when he received it, and that Kubarsi wasn't intentionally trying to foul him. That's everything. All of that is true, but it is a goal scoring opportunity. Um, the ball still got between him and Kubarsi, so you don't know what happened. So that's that. That's that. That's that one big what if. But I also see what Kubarsi was trying to do. Like he was also because it's happened before where center backs do that. They try to get out of the way, but in reality, they are trying to do that and undercut you and get the benefit of the doubt. And then it didn't work this time. I was having a whole conversation with someone at the card shop about it yesterday. He's a Real Madrid fan, by the way. And he said that was so smart of Kubarsi to try to do that because if it was the right ref, they probably would have said, "Oh, they got their legs crossed, no foul." But this ref is like, "Nah, it's a foul, red card." Which again, I don't blame him for it.
Well, it wasn't him, it was VAR. He gave an initial yellow.
All right, but yeah, I'm more mad that we didn't foul Julian Alvarez in the midfield to stop that ball from going through because he was having so much space. Also, Dani Olmo not even pressing him that good, so you could not get the ball over. Just again a whole bunch of things, and I think we do it to ourselves. But yeah, then Julian Alvarez scores a free kick, the cherry on top.
Yeah, double jeopardy.
Yep, it wasn't even worth it. But I digress. They had they were playing with 10 men for the majority of the second half. Well, yeah, the whole second
The
half
whole
pretty
second
much,
half,
right?
yeah, it's full second half, and then like
Some of the first, very
it was
some.
like the last 10 minutes, I want to say, of the first half.
Yeah, but honestly, Barcelona was playing pretty good still. They were still being very they had a lot of threats, you know.
Yeah,
Lamine Yamal was playing out of his mind.
yeah, sure, if you want to put it that way.
He was,
Yeah, but
but think about it. They had to put 4 men on him, and he still managed to slither through and like
I
try to
didn't
get the
see,
ball
I
in.
see no goal, I didn't see no assists, Jared.
It's the eye test, Jesse. You gotta watch it. I know your eye
Uh,
was on the Liverpool PSG game. You refused
yeah,
to watch
no,
because I
I
don't
still
think
think
Atletico
you.
Madrid was playing that good.
Yeah, I was talking with the Edu, and I was like, yeah, dude. Oh, well, I was texting him. I was like, yeah, I don't like the way it's looking. It's way too chaotic. Even though Barca's down 1 man, they're still attacking, and Atletico's still leaving space for them because they were so like it wasn't like in between like having possession and like going for goals. It was like they're like in between that spot, like where like they were trying to keep the ball, but they were still going for it, and there was like a disconnect between the defense and forwards. And, like there was just so much like space left open, and
Mhm.
that's dangerous to leave to Barca in that situation. So I was like, oh, they might score it and tie it up. But at mid halftime, uh Hansi Flick did a couple changes that were surprising, but afterwards made sense. He took out Pedri because he picked up another knock.
Yeah, he picked up the knock, but everything points to him being fine, which is precaution. But also, I would want to say they took him off too because he also had a yellow. So they don't want to risk him getting a second yellow being with 9 men, you know? But yeah, he took off Lewandowski, put in Gavi and Fermin, which I think Fermin should have been starting in the match because he did so well on the weekend. I don't know why Daniel Olmo got the start instead of him.
Yeah, but again, for the second goal for Atletico Madrid, it came from Koundé's side.
Yeah, that one was also annoying because no one was pressing Atletico Madrid. Do you see it? Do you see them taking a pause, looking for someone to pass to? Oh, let me just lay it off to the left back, and he gets a free cross to Sorloth.
Yep.
And yeah, again, it's just a bunch of ball watching. It was annoying. Um, but the main thing I wanted to talk about was what is it? The referee in question, Jesse. He wasn't that good. There was a couple yellows he could have given out. Second yellows to be honest. There was the one on Marcos Llorente. There was the one on Koke who should have had a second yellow, but refused to give it to him. Who knows why? But there was also
All of them seem valid. I think he did a good job. Good job. The only thing complaint I have is he should have given Lamine Yamal a yellow.
tweaking.
Dude, yeah, he was by the letter of the law, as you were gonna say in your upcoming argument, Lamine Yamal should have gotten a yellow because he would constantly stand up and be asking yellow cards for the opposing team, which you're not allowed to do unless you're the captain, which he was not. So he would have been booked for that in case making them miss the second leg, but it didn't happen.
Also, Baena should have gotten the second yellow for literally throwing your hand, doing the hand gesture to the ref after you're getting a yellow and doing it right in front of his face. They didn't get a second yellow, didn't get carted off. The biggest one right now, everyone's kind of talking about, even the CBS crew with Henri and Carragher, they got mad at each other, was the handball in question, Jesse,
Hmm.
on the goal kick, which should have been called. Even the ref said it afterwards. It wasn't an official statement, but he said it internally to UEFA, saying yes, he apologizes that that should have been a penalty, and a second yellow to the center back, and a penalty given to Barcelona. But I don't know, man. Everyone keeps talking about it's common sense. It's common sense. Like that's the way they're getting away with it. I forget what else they said about like something about refereeing. But the common sense is for children that don't have it. These are grown men playing soccer at a professional level, at the highest level, getting paid millions of dollars to do it. They should know once they hear that whistle, the ball is stopped, and if it's played and you stop it with your hand, that's a foul, no matter the situation. It's been given before. It also happened. Was it this year's Champions League? I'm pretty sure it was between Bayern Munich and Arsenal. It was a huge fuss. Nothing was
No, it
given.
wasn't given.
No, that's why it wasn't given.
Yeah.
But then the Aston Villa game, it was in the Champions League as well. I think this was last season. Tyron Miggs stopped the ball with his hand and they gave the penalty. So again, this is the whole double standard thing. This is the whole consistency thing that's getting annoying when it comes to football. And obviously, because I'm on that side of it where I'm the victim. My team is the victim at this point. It's annoying. You would have been pissed too if it was Real Madrid on this side of the coin, but unluckily it didn't. Luckily for you, it didn't happen to them, and it happened to Barca. Of course, you're gonna be in agreement with it. But
I know
yeah,
we're talking
that
about Jordan. I'm a complete neutral here. I
you're
give.
objective, completely
I'm
objective.
completely objective. I wouldn't let my biases interrupt my judgment.
But yeah, that's just my biggest frustration. I think if we get that penalty goal, I think Atletico Madrid tie. I don't think that second goal happens, honestly. Because again, Atletico Madrid wasn't really providing too much. Even when they had the upper hand, I think they were kind of scared.
Yeah, I think they came into the game just hoping to be one goal down, really.
Hmm.
So they were surprised at the result of, being up one goal and then up a man. So they were just like in between. Like I said, there's indecision in the team because there's like some wanted to go forward, some wanted to stay back
Yeah,
of what to do. And so they're like, because I think they're just thinking of going, oh, first leg, we just got to make sure we keep it reasonable in reach. And then when they're ahead, they just didn't know what to do.
yeah. Hopefully, second leg, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be tough for Atletico Madrid because they're not gonna have a couple players. Um, Koke, he's out for with suspension for picking up that yellow card. Also, the center back that came in for Hanko, which got injured and had to be subbed off, he's going to be both of those center backs are out. So now they're going to be forced to start Lenglet.
Oh, he's a terrorist.
Yeah, he had a pretty bad game this on the weekends with
Yeah.
against Barcelona.
Yeah, he's a double agent.
So there's still hope. It's my hopium I'm holding on to for now. Historically, we've done pretty bad against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League too.
But also, don't forget, you guys are going to be without Cubarsí at center back. So who's
Yeah,
going to step in there? Are you going to put Eric Garcia there?
yeah, I think that's who they're gonna go with. I don't think they're gonna use Araujo, even though he did pretty okay when
Well,
he
I
played
know.
this game.
Well, because on the weekend, he's did he start? No, he came in for who?
No, he was injured. He was starting and he came off injured.
Yeah, because someone came in for
No,
him
what was that 2 weeks ago?
because he came in and then he was subbed out. Or no, did he start, get subbed out, and then whoever? Because someone came in for him, or the other way around, and then they got injured as well, so they had to be subbed out.
Yeah, it was Araujo started, Bernal went in,
Then he got injured.
and then they had to bring someone else out. Yeah, but again, that was everything was precautionary. But either way, I don't think Araujo starts. I think it's gonna be Eric Garcia
Eric
with
Garcia.
Gerard Martin, and
Yeah.
then Kunde, unfortunately, as the right back.
Unfortunately, yeah, man. That yeah, but if Eric Garcia steps away from midfield, who's gonna take his spot there? Are you gonna go
Um,
more offensive, or is it gonna be?
More than likely, I think he'll probably play Bernal. He'll be back at this point again. He was only out for 10 days, so it should be enough time for him to come back. But even then, I don't know about Frankie De Jong. I don't even think he started
No,
group
because
training.
no, because he's still out because he was out for the whole month from international break,
He was
wasn't it?
supposed
Or
to be
before?
back after international break, but he hasn't even started group training. I don't know. I haven't seen the news today. My Twitter
Yeah.
feed is completely chocked. There's nothing but news about the war. Um, but yeah, I don't doubt he's gonna be out. If anything, he might do that thing where he plays that trio again with Pedri, Fermin, and Dani Olmo,
I
and
was
just take it
thinking,
from there.
I thought the other option would be Gabi.
Maybe, yeah. I think Gabi could even start. He played pretty well in the second half when he came on. But Gabi might start this weekend too, and I don't think they'll
They'll
risk it
do
too
it.
much.
I was thinking they might rest this weekend to focus on the Champions League.
I think they will. I think Lamine Yamal's not going to start. I think it's going to be Rooney Barchi, especially since we're playing at home. I think if it was an away game, I don't think they could rest.
I'm so surprised he didn't bring in Bargy for the uh in the Champions League match because
Just more
everyone else
speed,
was
right?
more speed, but also everyone else. Sure, he's not the finished product, but everyone else couldn't finish for anything, and I feel like Ronnie Bargy could at least offer something better than that.
I wish they would have put Lamine towards the middle so he could attract those players to go and defend them and have Rooney Barchi on the right wing. But even then, Lamine doesn't have to stick in the middle. He could just free roam anywhere he wants. But I don't
I'm,
know,
su-
man.
I'm surprised he didn't do it.
He
I'm
loves
surprised he
Dani
didn't.
Olmo.
I don't get his obsession with Daniel Almo, man. I don't get the obsession.
He's good, but yeah,
I don't get the obsession the way
he's
he plays him
I
over
don't.
like anyone. Like he starts him over Fermin, who has like who's on good form. He'll start him over him. He'll
Mhm.
start him over like almost anyone.
Couldn't tell you, bro. Me neither. Again, it caught me by surprise, and I caught a lot of people from Barca Twitter surprised when the lineup came up and it was Dani Olmo instead of Fermin. When Fermin just had that fantastic game. Jesse, it is crunch time. I think there's what, 10 league games left? Nine?
I
Eight. So it's crunch time. The league is about to come to an end and every game matters. We'll start with the lower end. I was about to say something crazy. The lower end leagues, Jesse. No, we'll start with Friday actually. Before I start roasting your club because my club is part of the same league. West Ham versus Wolves. Huge implications when it comes to the table and relegation. Who do you have, Jesse?
West Ham's got awful, but I don't want. Or I mean, Wolves has got awful, but I want West Ham to win.
Remember, this is Wolves that had very, very few wins. Second half of the season, they started gaining some momentum and gaining some points. They're currently at 20th with 17 points. Can they reach the top? This will be the game to do it. I have a draw.
I think I want Wolves to win because I think West Ham play Arsenal later in the season, so they'll be more desperate if they take a loss.
Yeah.
So I want them to have that hunger for when they play Arsenal. Wolves to win. That's my reasoning.
La Liga, it's Real Madrid versus Girona. Real Madrid, are they going to go, what is this, two losing streak?
I know we're rotating for this. We're resting for the upcoming weekend game. Still think it's enough, and I think we win.
Oh man, I'm just going to be a hater. Go Girona. I think Girona wins 3-0. No doubt about it. Anything? Marseille Mets, Paris, Monaco, MLS. No, I'm kidding. I'm not doing MLS. Premier League.
Apparently, Neymar is linked to Cincy FC Cincy.
Cincinnati? Out of
Yeah,
all the teams, he wants to go to Cincinnati.
no, they want him.
Oh,
He's linked to them.
they're gonna throw him the bag of that Messi deal. That's interesting. I'll be cool to see him go against Messi. But I think if anything, he does go to MLS. I think he forces his way to Inter Miami. There's no doubt about it. Premier League, we have Arsenal versus Bournemouth. Arsenal have been bottling Jesse.
I
Your
called it.
prediction has been
I've
coming true.
I've been calling it, and I know there's a tweet going around saying, going about how, uh, guys, just wait, let Arsenal fans talk and just wait, because it always comes back to haunt them. And you know it's been coming true. And Jerry was freaking out since January, February, March. I just told him, relax, dude. He lost faith. He thought they were going to win, but no, I
I'm
know it's
still freaking out, dude. I think it's
not, dude.
unattainable.
It's a mentality thing that they just don't have. We've seen their players, their Eptom, their star boy, Saka. He's a prime example of what Arsenal is. He's a bottle job. He even has his face on a bottle for Nando's. It all makes sense.
But yeah, they face Bournemouth this weekend, a mid-table club. Um,
It,
I'm expecting Arsenal to rotate.
Bournemouth win. I'm telling you right now. Bournemouth win.
Mhm.
Iraola's gonna do another masterclass. He's gonna outcoach, which is not hard against Arteta. He's gonna beat them, and then you know what's gonna happen? The lead is away because they're up 9 points. Man City have a game in hand, so that means Man City wins, and then Arsenal bottle, the gap is closed, and then those 3 points, Arsenal have to go away to Etihad against Man City, and with the mentality that they lost against them in the whatever cup, doesn't matter. They're gonna be gone. Their head is gone. Because the quadruple, two of them are gone because they lost to or no Southampton before
Southampton.
international break. So their quadruple's gone. They've lost two. They're they're struggling. And even during the international break, they 10 of their players mysteriously all had to go back to Arsenal.
Looks like it was I think, again, a really bad thing. I don't know. I think I mentioned it. If you're superstitious, this is probably not something you would do because I think Gabriel got injured. Eze was actually injured. Um, yeah, it wasn't good. But I would like to know, Bournemouth have tied their past 5 games.
It doesn't matter.
Just leaving that there.
It doesn't matter, Jerry. You're
So
not a hater. You're
I'm
not a
thinking you
real
have
hater.
Arsenal. I'm thinking you have Arsenal.
You're not a real hater because you always hate. You always gotta hate. You're not a real
I
hater like me.
I'm going with the trend, and I think it's going to be a tie as well.
Nah. Either way, it's drop points.
It is drop points, but yeah, I think it'd be tough, especially it's a 6 a.m. game for us. So it's gonna be what, 12 p.m. game for them?
Oh, so that's a great narrative right there. They're gonna lose and they're gonna blame it on that. Just like the time Arteta blamed it on the ball.
What's the scoreline?
4-0 Bournemouth.
We have Liverpool versus Fulham. Can Liverpool's week get any worse?
No, it can, and they'll Fulham will beat them.
Yeah, it's a tough Fulham team who's been playing pretty good. Raul Jimenez, obviously our favorite Mexican striker, has been doing pretty good. They have Oscar Bob back on top of that, so I got Fulham winning. When it rains, it pours, Jesse. That
Yeah,
Mo Salah goodbye tour is not going to end well.
yeah, dude. I told you. It's looking bad for Arne Slot. I don't know if he makes it out of this season.
Me neither. Then there is Barcelona versus Espanyol, the Catalan derby. They are playing in the Camp Nou, Spotify Camp Nou, by the way. I'm expecting huge rotations, but I think Barcelona should be able to win this match with rotations.
Yeah, Espanyol win.
Sevilla versus Atletico Madrid. I have Sevilla winning it just because I think, again, Atletico Madrid's going to have to rotate.
Yeah, I think it's a draw.
It's not bad. Italy, Atalanta, Juventus.
It's not where it used to be.
It's not. Both teams have kind of fell off from where they were. Why am I Kolasinac? Juventus is still in fifth, but they've been like dropping points.
Yep.
Atalanta's in seventh, kind of still in the race for European competition. I think Atalanta wins because of the home advantage. Juventus has just been too inconsistent for me.
Yeah. Oh, St. Pauli versus Bayern, Jerry. Don't forget that. St. Pauli, they're gonna tire Bayern out for this next away game. for the second
They
leg.
have surprised them in the past, and I think I'll go with you, St. Pauli. But I don't know about tiring them out. I think they're gonna rotate too. Is there anything Sunday? Yes.
Yeah, Chelsea
Sun.
versus Man City.
That's the biggest draw at the moment at the Stamford Bridge. I got Man City winning. I don't know what Chelsea is. All their players are kind of twerking it for other clubs to get out of it, to get out of that situation. So I got Man City.
Yeah, listen, I just gotta tell this to Chelsea players, just Chelsea team in general. If you decide that this is the one day to show up this season, you and me, we're gonna have fucking problems. You hear me? We're gonna have serious fucking problems. Cause why the fuck of all the days, of all the games, why show up today
They
to
play
give
Prime
Ars
Maresca ball.
yeah, dude, to give Arsenal the chance to win this? I swear, Chelsea, you better not throw this game, but you better, you know what I'm saying, because I even your own fans don't want you to win, all right?
Nottingham versus Aston Villa. Again, more relegation things because they
Uh,
are
As,
2 points above Tottenham.
our Aston Villa wins.
Yeah, I go with Aston Villa because well, they both play European competitions today, Thursday, but I'll give it a Villa. Sunderland, Tottenham, Jesse. De Zerbi, new coach, first match. So many implications. This guy's literally when by the way, he has a genius contract where he's just gonna get paid no matter what. So shout out to him. Um, because yeah, it's just a huge ask for him to come in and pretty much save him, which he normally doesn't do. He's I think a higher end coach, but what do you got?
See, this is my thought, right? It's up De Zerbi's first game. He's had some time with the team because he's
He
been
has.
announced for a little bit.
Hmm.
From what we know from De Zerbi ball, you either win 4-0 or lose 4-0. You win 4-0 or you lose 4-0.
Yeah.
I don't know which one is gonna go.
I'm gonna give it to Sunderland because I don't know. Again, another head coach change. I don't know what to expect. The
You,
the the ideas can't be too. You can't give them too many instructions because they're gonna get confused. You know.
you know what? Just to cover the spread, since you went for something, I'll go Spurs, but I really don't. It's
No faith.
no faith. The Zerbi, like I said, the Zerbi ball, he's either gonna get crushed 4-0 or they're gonna score 4-0. Like there is no in between.
All I know is he doesn't care because he's getting paid. Um,
Como Inter.
Como Inter, give me Como.
Yeah, Como's at home as well.
They are gonna take that European top four spot, and I think they're gonna not even put a dent or help. They'll probably help out Napoli a little bit because they're 72 points. Napoli's second with 65. Yeah, they're gonna make it a little bit more interesting, but Como. You haven't watched the Como game, watch it.
It's one of the, if you, let me just put it this way, Premier League fans, if you've been suffering, if you've been watching this antichrist ball that Arteta has spread around the league, if you want to watch real football, go and watch a Como game. It'll bring joy back to your life, really.
But I think that's all I have. There's Man U Leeds on Monday.
Yeah. I just went from talking about good football, Dre, you bring up Man U versus Leeds. Let's
Let's
not
leave it
bring
at that then. But yeah, that's pretty much the episode.
uh
My plan is in place, Jesse, with the Chicago Bulls.
yeah, they fired AK.
Fire to AK, fire to the GM. You know who's available?
Me.
The man who made a fantastic trade for Luka Doncic.
Oh, yeah. Shoot me.
He's available. I think that's gonna happen. And you think I'm trolling? I think the Bulls are dumb enough to do it because they're getting, by the way, they're getting advice from what is it, Gary
Paxson?
Paxton, yeah. They're getting advice from him. The old GM who was fired. He's giving them advice on who to hire next. So, Nico, welcome to the Bulls.
Yeah, that's why I don't watch basketball anymore.
Yeah, me neither. It's kind of too many games. Kind of dead sport at this point. But I'll leave it at that. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this podcast, episode 107. Make sure to like and subscribe. Get clickbaited, by the way.
Hey, listen, if you want another England 11, we'll give you another England.
All right,
Well,
peace,
this
guys.
time, we'll,
Wait,
yeah.
my bad. Go ahead.
No, no, I was gonna say we'll give you this time Harry Maguire in the squad since he said he was world class after signing a new contract.
Oh, yeah. Peace.
Peace.